Let's have a look at another example of right angle trigonometry. This time though, rather than finding an unknown side in a right angle triangle, we're going to find an unknown angle. Okay, so we apply the same basic idea, SOHCAHTOA, so I might just write that up here somewhere. Okay, it's always handy to be able to refer to that. Okay, let's have a look at question A. Find the value of the angle alpha correct to three significant figures. Okay, so why I like to put these rounding rounding conditions in, that they're asked actually quite often. It's something that it's just a skill that you need to know. I know it's taught sort of earlier on in the piece, but it's something that sometimes we forget quite easily, and it could be worth a mark. So you don't want to lose a mark in that area, right? Just not being able to round correctly. But anyways, the focus here is on the trigonometry, so let's do that. First of all, if you like, you can label the triangle. If you already know what the sides are, that's fine. The 28 will be the hypotenuse, of course. The 12 will be the opposite side because it's opposite the angle. It's actually opposite the angle that we're interested in. All right. OH means that we're going to apply the sine ratio. So sine of alpha, okay, is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. All right. You don't have to have the fraction simplified. You can leave it unsimplified, that's fine. Now we need to make alpha the subject of the formula. So we'll leave alpha where it is. Now when we move, well, we actually need to apply the inverse sine function, sort of the opposite of sine or the reverse of sine. So alpha on its own as a subject can be written as inverse sine. So on your calculator, that'll be the shift button, shift sine. Okay, so it'll appear like so. A little -1 there. Okay, and inside the brackets will be the ratio that you had originally, 12 over 28. Okay, again, make sure that your calculator is in the correct mode in degrees. Okay, if it's got an R or a G or there, you need to go back into your calculator or the factory reset, or just put it into degrees. Okay, 12 over 28. This one assesses the three significant figures. Okay, so a good habit to get into is to write down a few decimal places. So 25.3769 ... The three dots here just means it just continues. There's more decimals. I haven't rounded it yet. But to three significant figures, we start off from the most significant figure first. So we have a 2, a 5, the 0.3. Okay, the 3's got to become a 4 because of the 7. So it's going to be 25.4 degrees. Okay, correct to three significant figures. Okay, actually we know what it's rounded to, so I'll just leave it at that. Okay, part B. It says find the value of the angle alpha correct to the nearest minute. Okay, so again, we need to use this key here. The one that it's got the degrees and the apostrophe and the quotation mark there. Okay, this time around, I thought I'll throw in a bit of algebra just to make it somewhat interesting. We don't do anything different though. Okay, 3x, 2x. All that means is that the ratio of the short side, this is the adjacent side by the way, because this is our angle theta, the ratio of the adjacent side to the hypotenuse, okay, is 2 to 3. It doesn't matter what the value of x is actually, as long as it's not 0 or negative. In fact, actually, even if it was negative, it wouldn't have mattered. So the ratio that we need to use is the cosine ratio, because we have an A and an H. A and H is up there, so let's write down the correct trigonometric ratio. So cos of theta is equal to 2x over 3x. Okay, the x's in fact cancel, so it's really just 2 over 3. Okay, assuming of course x can't equal 0, because if it does equal 0, then we've got some major problems. So you have a division by 0 and your calculator won't like you very much. Okay, so let's make theta the subject of the formula. Okay, so theta equals inverse cos. Right? Cos with a little -1 there. That doesn't mean cos to the power of -1, so just got to be careful, right? I could actually do this. Actually, no, I think this calculator won't let you do that actually, which is kind of nice. Other calculators might, other sort of models of calculator. So yeah, it's not to the power of -1 or 1 over cos, not the reciprocal. Just some people get confused with that sometimes. Okay, so inverse cos of 2 over 3. And that's it. All right, let's do that. Nice and easy. Whoever said maths was hard. All right, it might start off that way, but give it a bit of time, a bit of patience. Okay, a little bit of determination. Yeah, it'll become easy. All right. Okay. All right. It's 48.189. Okay, it's not in the correct format. We want it to the nearest minute. That's in decimal. That's like this answer here. So what we do is that we press the degrees, minutes, seconds button, the DMS key. Some calculators will have that. And you've got 48 degrees, 11 minutes, and 22.87 seconds. Well, of course, that's 60 seconds in a minute. Because it's less than 30 seconds, we can leave the 11 where it is. Okay, so that's equal to 48 degrees. Now, if you like, one thing you can do is to write down the full answer. Okay, and then write the rounded answer, so that way then, you know, probably less chance of making a mistake. But if you're confident with the rounding, just round it straight off the calculator screen and put your answer there. And that's it.